Deana, how are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm really good.
Awesome. It's so good to talk to you in person,
I
kind of.
know.
Could you actually share the part of your story? How did you hear about me? Like, when did you come into my world?
I was trying to figure out when I actually got your free book, but I think it was about a year and a half ago,
Ah,
where I was like, wow, that sounds kind of cool,
yeah.
but I definitely can't do that. That's too scary. So, and then it took me about 6 months of like, okay, I hate every day. Like I have to
Mm.
change something. So I talked to my friends and I was like, I think I'm gonna do this. Like I think I I could do this. So and then I just like did it. So it was,
Well, let's
yeah.
back up before you just did it. So
Yeah.
back then, so a year and a half ago or so, you found me and took a bit of time to gain that courage. But at the time, when you were having that moment of just like the absolute, like, I hate my life every day, is what you were saying. What was that like? What were you doing every day? Like, what was your current situation at that moment?
So I was managing a dog training facility, which I absolutely loved. And I decided I want to have a baby. I don't have anyone to have a baby with, but I want a baby. So I talked to my then boss and I was like, look, I want to get pregnant by myself. And she was like, do it. You can bring the baby to work. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So I get pregnant and she turns into a crazy person.
Oh,
And I
no.
end up getting pushed out essentially, but I quit.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, I'm pregnant and I have no job. What am I going to do with my kid? Because I've worked in childcare like forever,
Yeah.
in some form or another, and I was like, I've already raised other people's kids. I want to raise my own kid. I don't want to send them anywhere. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to figure this out. I've got a few months. And two of my other friends became pregnant at about the same time. And then it just turned into, well, I guess I'll watch your kids till I know what I'm doing with my life. And so, and then that turned into, well, this is actually kind of fun. Maybe I'll just do this. So
Yeah.
then I created a business and brought in some other kids. And it was really great until I was like, okay, I'm not actually making a lot of money because in order to do that, I need to get licensed. I have to have all these other people here. And it was pretty overwhelming. But then also I was working from 7 in the morning till 5:30 at night. And then they would go home. And then I'm like, I need to chill, but I still have a kid and I have no
What?
one at home. Yeah, no one, like, I don't have the husband where I'm like, here, I need a minute. Like, that was not an
Right.
option for me, which is
Yeah.
fine because I chose that. It was totally
Yeah.
what I wanted.
Right.
Um, but I wasn't able to be the mom that I was wanting, like I planned to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that I had to do something, um, but I wasn't sure what that was going to be yet. But I
Mm-hmm.
was like, something has to give because this is not good.
Yeah. Oh, I feel that. So you ended up in like this accidental daycare situation. So you're doing
Hmm.
daycare. Now, what degrees or experience did you have?
I don't have any. The only like certificate I have is pharmacy technician, which has absolutely nothing to do with
Right.
any of this. And I did like a couple college courses here and there, but I don't have any like degree in anything. But I mean, I nannied and worked in childcare for, if you add it all up, it's about 20 years.
Wow.
Um, but no like degree of any sort.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is why I
So,
was like, I don't think I can teach preschool because
right.
I why would I know how to do that? Except I've worked in daycares where I did teach preschool
I
essentially.
know. Isn't that
So
crazy? But like
yeah.
the title preschool teacher, and you're the only one, and now you have to sign up the students, they're just not given
Hmm.
to you. Okay, so what you wanted more than anything in your life was at that point in your life.
Just to be with my kid and not be so burnt out throughout the day. And I realized like the biggest thing I was doing, I was giving him so much quantity, but there was no quality because I didn't have the
Right.
energy for it.
Yeah.
So I needed to shift something so that I could give him the quality versus just quantity because quantity is great, but it's not like
Yeah.
quality is like it just makes such a difference
Right.
to actually be able to give my kid the time and energy like that I know that I have for him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I want to have another kid. So if I can't, and I was thinking about that while I was doing the daycare situation, and I'm like, how can I even have another kid? Like, this is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another reason why I was like, I have to figure something out so that I can have another kid at some point, because I am pushing 40 here. So I don't want to push it too long.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Now, when you had found me before, but you were kind of on the fence thinking, how would I ever do a preschool? The daycare thing is unfortunately it's working out some, but not obviously the best way you could have had it. Now, what pushed you to like finally jump off the fence and get into All Stars? Had you done the challenge first and then you joined All Stars, or did you join All Stars before the challenge?
I joined it after the challenge. So
Okay.
I was on the fence about it because I was like, oh, I'm already not making any money. And, you know, it's a monthly expense. Can I like really justify spending that when I'm already not making any money? And I'm borrowing so much money from my family, which they're amazing for like helping me in this journey. And so honestly, I didn't even tell my parents. I don't think they still know actually that I pay monthly for this, because it's just like, I don't want them to, because they're not going to see the value in it that I do.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's my money. It doesn't really matter. But I mean, it was just something that I was like, I know that I have to. And so I didn't want to get any pushback anywhere. So I was just like, I'm doing it. Like, I need it. I have to make a change, or I'm going to have to go put my kid in daycare, which I can't afford. So like, what are you going to do? So, I really had no choice, is what I kind of saw. Like, there was no other option.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Now, you did the founding family script because you had a daycare and you wanted to transition it into a preschool only model. So we teach that, you know, we teach this 30-day, close your daycare down, and day 31, you open your preschool. It's quite the novel concept, and yet it does work. When you heard about that concept though, like what was your biggest like fear in it? Like,
so when I was reading the book, it said basically don't try to continue your daycare and also do preschool. Like, it doesn't work. And I was like, I can make that work. It'll be fine. No. I tried. I went through every scenario I could possibly imagine, and it was never going to work ever. So I finally was like, I have to tell these people that I have had, I mean, I had the same families the whole time. Like, it was, I felt very close with them. And I had started watching their kids when they were infants. So like, I was also the only person that's really been with their baby. And I'm still friends with most of them actually, which is nice. But I told them, I'm like, look, I'm not happy. Like, I love your kids individually. I can't do this anymore. Like,
but collaboratively together, collectively.
Because I do love them individually, but when they're all there together all day long, and also what really ultimately made me decide preschool would be something I could do. I thought about like, what do I hate the most about my days? I hate diapers. I hate feeding, and I hate nap time. And like, all of those things are basically gone. I mean, I allow kids with diapers in mine because they're here for 2.5 hours. Like, not a big deal. But I don't want to do diapers every 2 hours all day long. I just, no.
Yeah.
I was over it. So basically, once I pointed out what I hated about my day, it wasn't the kids, it was those particular activities. And so I was like, well, if I get rid of those, I'm basically doing preschool.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. So you put out the founding family script, and how many students did you get signed up?
So I had obviously my kid would be in it all the time. And my friend, my best friend who I was watching her daughter, I still have her basically 5 days a week. So she was like kind of an automatic in person. But I got 7, which I was very surprised at. Like, all of my my contacts on Facebook, like how they were commenting and they were sharing and they were like, you should take your kid here because she's amazing. And like, it just makes it's like a really good, like confidence booster because you're like, wow, these people really like me, which I mean, they should, they're your friends and family, but it's just nice to hear as well. So
I love that. Okay, so you got your 7 students. Got it quickly transitioned. You closed down your daycare, right? Popped up your preschool, and that was a year ago. So you've been running this now for a year. Where are you at today? How many students do you have? How many classes? How much are you making?
So when I started the classes last year, I did the 4 classes. I had them all listed. I did not have all the classes full, obviously. By the end of the year, I had 15 students, but I had cut one of the classes because my Tuesday, Thursday afternoon, just there was one kid in it. So I got him to move to a different class. And so I have those 2 afternoons off. And I liked that so much that I just decided to just do that this year. So I have 3 classes. I've got the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning and afternoon, and then Tuesday, Thursday just in the morning. And all of those classes are full, which would be 10 students for me, except for the one class, Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoon. I have 3 spots available there. I have a total of 21 actual students, but there are a couple that are in multiple classes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So so it's and it's still just me. I tried to hire a teacher, and literally nobody applied, which looks like is happening everywhere, which is fine. But I mean, I was very surprised that I actually had the amount of students coming in that I could hire a teacher for one of the classes. Like that was absolutely like crazy to me. Right. So I think my monthly income at this time is around 4,100, which is almost, I think it's possibly more than what I was making when I was managing the dog facility, which was way more work. Way more work. So, I mean, this is still work, obviously, but it's something that I can do on my schedule, my time, like with my kid. It's just so much better.
Oh, absolutely. So now, do you have more time with your son?
I have so much time. I mean, I still have my friend's daughter, which is totally fine. Because they've grown up together. They're 8 weeks apart. So they're basically siblings. So that's, if I want to go to the zoo on Tuesday or Thursday afternoon, like we can do that. And, if, like, there's just so many things, and I can actually like hang out in my own backyard and it's not nighttime. Like it's really cool. So, cause I love being in my backyard, but, like so much time. And, my mom's going to be retiring soon, so that's going to be even better because then we can go do stuff with her. Like, I literally could not have picked a better path for myself.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Now, if we have any daycare owners who are currently listening to this, what would you like to say to them?
It is so scary to tell your families that you work with every single day that you are quitting. And all of them were very nice about it, except for one. One was like, can't you just make an exception? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. So, but everyone else, they were so sad, but they were also like, we get it. This is a lot of work. So that was actually the hardest part, was actually pulling that trigger and being like, I'm closing in 30 days.
Right.
And they were like, what? So like, just like the heartbreak that you see with them was very difficult. And then also the terror of, oh my God, is someone actually going to sign up for my preschool? Because like I couldn't advertise I was doing preschool until I told them. It was, because that would be a really horrible way for them to find out.
You're burning your boats. Yep. Burn your boats.
So I was like, this has to work. And my mom and dad were like, are you sure? Because this is scary. And I'm like, it has to work. Like there's literally no other option. It just has to. So like, I mean, if you know that you are not happy every single day, first of all, you're not doing yourself any favors, and you're definitely not doing those kids any favors. Like,
right.
the kids acted up a lot more because I was so burnt out and stressed. So like, it's just a horrible, horrible cycle. So, and it's not a cycle you have to stay in. You can choose to leave. So it's just really scary.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
And what are your thoughts about Preschool All-Stars? If someone's on the fence about joining Preschool All-Stars, what would you say to them?
So in the beginning, I was like, I'm going to sign up for this and I'm going to see. But I initially had the mindset, like, once I get things going, then I can probably just stop paying for it. Yeah. No, I like being in it, and I like being able to ask questions and answer questions, and all of the stuff that you have access to is like golden. So, like for me, you pay a lot of subscription things when you're doing your own business, and I don't think that this one is negotiable. Like you have to have it. So, and at first I didn't 100% see the value until I really dug into it. So you have to just go all the way in and do all the steps. Cause I would be like, do I have to do this? Yes, you do. Just do it. So yes. But yeah, once you dig in, like, and if this is like your only option, you have to do it, then you have to do it. And then you will be stuck with us forever.
Making so much money, spending so much time with your kids.
I know.
Have so much time on your hands. Oh, it's the worst. All right, Deana, you're amazing. Thank you again for sharing your story. I appreciate you.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.